Hello and thank you for joining me again. Today we will be looking at the remaining phase of our sales process using Sage X3, and that is our customer returns and also raising the credit note or credit memo. So in terms of customer returns, we're saying after you have invoiced your customer and the customer has probably made payment, the customer can decide to return the goods for various reasons. What we're trying to say is, whenever you invoice a customer and the customer probably makes payment, there are various reasons why a customer can decide to return a particular item. It could be that that item has a defect, or it could be that they want to get another item in place of that particular one they purchased initially. Now what you're going to be looking at is how to handle such returns, how to take it back into stock, and how to tie a credit memo to that returns. We're going to be looking at the process flow. Okay, so what I've done here is, as usual, I have logged in as admin. I come to my sales here and go to customer returns there. Okay, select the full entry option, then I'll come here and I'll do my new. I'll select my site, which is that site I have just created, CJ200, and then the date the customer is returning this particular item. The type will have to be on return since we're doing a customer return. Shipping to, that's the name of the customer returning it, and that is Sage Nigeria there. That's the address. Then the bill to customer, you can put in all these fields. Expected return date in case the customer is calling to say I will be returning this, although as at the time you're capturing this particular transaction you have not gotten the goods, you can put an expected return date there, and also the warehouse you're expecting it. But this can all be filled in once you can select your delivery selection. So basically, by selecting delivery selection, we're saying that we have invoiced the customer and we have validated that delivery like we saw in my previous videos, and now we want to check the delivery section down there and then select this particular one. So this is what has been delivered out to the customer, and that is what the customer is returning. Now in Sage X3 you can deliver. After delivering, you validate, and after validating, the goods will leave your warehouse. I explained this in my previous video. Now it is at that stage that it is recorded under the delivery section when you come to the customer returns, okay, even after invoicing. So basically we're trying to say that the customer wants to return these two items. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and check that particular shipping number, and our lines will fill up in together with our warehouse. And then all we have to do here is let's look at a pop-up view so we can see some things we need to fill in. Now here we will be needing the defect, or sorry, the return reason. Why is this customer returning it? So like I said, it could be as a result of various reasons, but here I will just select the defect, and the return date is that. Update order, we also want it to update stock, so we will leave that. Location there. And then very important here, if you want this particular return to be if you want to be able to raise a credit memo tied to this particular return, then it is important that you select the yes option under the credit memo field. If you don't select the yes option under the credit memo field, you will not be able to raise a credit memo or a credit note against this particular customer return. Okay, so we'll do that. We're fine now, so we'll do a create, and the system will ask you if you would like to print a label, okay, that will go with your customer return. If most businesses I know do not really perform this particular step, but in case you do want that, then X3 gives you the option of printing a label that will go with that particular goods that will be returned. Okay, so I'm just going to close this. You can see that the system has created a return number. Now after this, the next thing will be to raise a credit memo or a credit note against that customer return. In order to do this, very easy, we'll come to sales, go to the invoice, and then do a full entry credit. Okay, now in order to pick up that particular delivery again, we will come here, or that particular credit return, or that particular product return, sorry, we will come here, do our site. The type is going to be credit notes, obviously, or credit memo. The reference can be return 01. Bill to customer, same customer there. Now at this stage we can now pick up the lines. Okay, under my tax rule, so I'm just going to select no tax, and then the reason for the memo, I'm going to say faulty equipment. Now at this stage, if I get to my lines, I can now come down here and select the return selection. Okay, now in Sage X3 you can invoice, you can raise a credit note on an invoice, or you can raise a credit note on a delivery or a return selection. So here I'll just come here and I'll select that, and the system will fill up my lines, okay, to say that is what I'm returning. Okay, all right, then once I have that created, I can do my create there, and the system will give it a number, and then I can do my post. Once I do my post, that credit memo has been raised. In order to see it, if I come here, I'll do my record, select my invoice there. My invoice type range is credit memo, so that's fine. I'll do my print, and then there's my credit memo, okay, to the tune of 96,000 naira. Now let's see some reports that are actually tied to these credit memos. Okay, in order to see our credit memo reports in Sage X3, you will be able to pull that through from the invoicing list. Okay, sales return. Okay, let's see this sales return, even though we can also go through the invoice and then select credit memo. So we put in our company here, CJ100, and let's see if we can get something, and that is our return report. So this report will show you every single thing that has been returned into our warehouse. Okay, so that's my site, that's the product that was returned, product 1, 20 units of that. This is another one, again another site, the product was returned 5. Same site again, another product 13 was returned, and then you can go on and on to see other products that has been returned to this particular warehouse. All right, okay, and we run like an inquiry here. So let's see list of let me see the one that will give me what I want. Let's see the list of returns. So list of returns will show you every single thing that has been returned to your particular site. You can filter by company and by return site. So here I can decide to say I want to filter by my site, and by that company and by that site, and I do a search, and the system will show me everything that has been returned, the return date, the receiving site. Then it will also show me the delivery contacts. In this case is Damilola there, and if we look at another one, so let's see list of invoices here. So under the list of invoices, in order to see the credit memo, we can uncheck the invoices, put in our company details here, and then the sales site, which is that one there. So if we do a search, the system will show us those credit memo that has been raised. It will show you the one that has been posted, to show you the amount, and to show you the sales rep tied to each of these returns. Okay, all right, thank you for watching. That's about how you treat a customer returns and also process customer memos using Sage X3. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe.